Sony just scheduled a new product presentation for tomorrow, March the 22nd at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's the same time zone as Toronto and New York. According to rumors, what we're not supposed to be getting is any new camera bodies like a much anticipated Sony a7R5, an A3, or even an A5. We're not even supposed to be getting an update, which was rumored to be coming soon, of the 24-70 GM version 2. What we are supposed to be getting is the Sony 16-35mm PZ-FE lens. The 16-35mm focal length is a very special focal length. It allows you to get up close and personal, but at f4, it does offer some low light challenges. So if you're shooting inside for one, or if you're shooting outside, but you're shooting early in the morning or in the evening hours, or even on a heavily lit day if you're shooting inside a very dense forest, low light isn't going to produce the best results. And for those kind of scenarios, you really want to shoot with, at the very least, an f2.8, an f2, or even an f1.4. But a lens that has those particular embodiments is going to cost you a whole lot more. A couple of years ago, I was testing out the Canon 15-35mm f2.8 on the Canon EOS R5. And it was heavy, and it's expensive, costing around $23.99 in today's money. Heavy and light. The Sony 16-35mm f4 is going to be more affordable and lightweight. Those years ago, when I was testing out the Canon 15-35mm, I was also testing out the 800mm and the RF 50mm f1.2. I didn't have a huge budget, and at the end of the day, I ended up getting the 50mm f1.2 and the 800mm. I did like the 15-35mm focal length. It did allow you to get up close and personal, and even shooting in the forest, I found that I was able to get some pretty good results for personal use. The little bit of noise that I got wasn't all that distracting. But the real magic of this focal length, the Sony 16-35mm f4, is how it allows you to get up close and personal. Unlike other lenses, you're right there close to your subject. You're interacting with your subject, and whether you realize it or not, you become part of the story because you're up close and personal. Unless you're shooting documentary type stuff, your body language, how you act, getting up close and personal will affect your subject. And that's something very magical about a 16-35mm. And being f4, well, you know it's definitely going to be affordable. So it works really well in many different scenarios. But like I said, if you're going to be shooting in low light situations just after sunrise, or in the summertime in the couple of hours before sunset, you are going to pick up a lot more noise because you're going to be shooting at f4. But it's also going to be more affordable and lightweight, and that's the really big thing here. When you look at lenses such as Canon's 15-35mm f2.8 at $23.99, that's an awful lot of money, and for many of us, including myself, it's a bit too much. For the few times that I'm planning on shooting with a lens like that, I've decided not to purchase it. So I'm really keen to see what Sony does with this 16-35mm f4. What are they going to price it at? What is it going to weigh? I'm really interested in seeing what this lens is going to look like. And if you're interested too and you want to know the latest information, or if you're looking to see what new camera bodies Sony's about to announce, click that subscribe button and hit all notifications. And so that way, as soon as I put out a video, you're going to be in the know. You're going to get the information as soon as it comes out. But that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Or if you're looking to see what new camera bodies Sony's, or if you're looking to see what new Sony